Hi, my name's Katrina, bit of cleavage there, but that's okay, it's just a female human body. I identify as a female. Okay, so I've been watching videos that people that I know have made. Probably not the best position really in the grand scheme of things, but and I've loved it. I've loved the truth, the authenticity, the honesty, the realness, the relatability. It's accessible and it's truth. And I think it's about time that I joined these people and showed my face on the good old interweb. Which is something that I've been, I wouldn't say reluctant to do, maybe hesitant. And my uncle made a comment about how hesitancy can prevent the unfolding of creativity. So here we go. I'm unfolding with the creativity and not second guessing or thinking or worrying. I'm just doing and being. It's funny because when I watch sort of like spiritual videos or awakened people and things like that, they talk sometimes about doing. We've got to do something. We've got this fight. We need to do this. We need to do that and whatever. And I'm like, brother, sister, we need to be. We need to be. But I suppose I'm doing now, but I feel like I'm being, and the two are sort of in harmony in a way. So I have been performing at a poetry, an open mic night. I've been reading my poetry, and it's been really challenging for people. And I've heard that firsthand from people who have listened and given me feedback and talked with me afterwards. So I'm going to read a poem. I've just decided that that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not sure if you can still see me if I'm reading the poem, but anyway, here we are. She sniffs the flowers, pink and full. She smells perfume, falsity. A ceramic bottle blooms beside the potted plant, reeds diffusing beyond their permitted realm. The Devic kingdom never bottled, rich and raw. If truth were scented, its home the aforementioned queendom. No nose reaches but hers into the face of the lovely flower, the palm fingered with petals, flittering, candlelight in the wind. What a lie, a cheat. Nature is free. Pounds are paid to create this jar. Discontent, naturally contesting its contents. She lifts it, the mask, the jarred bottle, craving organic fragrance, turning from its stink. So basically that poem I wrote when I was visiting my friend, and I went to sniff a potted plant which had really beautiful pink blooms on it, and as I was smelling it I was like, this is perfume. And I looked to the left and there was a reed diffuser with those sticks coming out, and they absorb the liquid and diffuse the smell. And I was like, I found myself writing a poem afterwards about it. And nature is free, and we spend so much money on smelling, apparently, as far as I'm aware, scent is the strongest link to memory and the strongest. It can take us back to a place or to a feeling or a moment. or take us forward into one as well, I suppose, or bring us into the present moment. And yeah, nature is free, yet money is made to create chemicals that we spray onto our body and under our armpits and wash our intimate areas with. And we think that that makes us clean, or that, it makes us more attractive, or we feel better about ourselves. I actually quite like natural smell on people. Like our sweat and our body produces pheromones and smells that we don't consciously smell. And it's really important because they allow us to discern, to work out situations based on our intuitive and instinctive senses, and as opposed to, I don't know, like I have a really strong sense of smell, and like animals, some animals, they don't go near certain people, like cats, they go over and they might sniff and then they go away, that's it, they turn away, they're not interested. And I feel like when we mask our body, or we meet another and they're overly perfumed, or they just don't smell right, or even there's a smell in their sweat that just makes you kind of like there's the smell of sweat, general body odor, and then there's a certain, I've smelt a type of BO that's literally made me kind of wary of a person, and I feel like we're hiding this part of our sense that that allow us to discern situations and scenarios. And I was really happy when I saw this potted plant on the window ledge and thought, oh, I'll smell those flowers, because I have flowers at home and they smell beautiful, and I love to smell my flowers, and I speak to them and I touch their leaves and their petals, and I really have a connection with them. And my friend lives in the city, so I kind of saw this potted plant and I was like, hello, little nature. And then I just got this stench of chemical perfume, which is, what we're led to believe and conditioned to believe is what's nice and normal and a good way to smell. Now, I clean my body on a regular basis. Well, regularly enough for me. And I don't smell of BO. I don't eat meat. I don't eat dairy products. I don't eat fish, and I don't eat poultry or game. And when I stopped eating those things, which was many years ago when I started the process, I noticed huge differences in my bodily functions and my sleep patterns and just everything, really. My sort of mindset. And the biggest thing was my bowel movements. Poos were more regular and easier, and it really helped ease symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome for me. I also avoid gluten, and my sweat and my breath, like, smell changed. I don't feel so stinky. It's like my body isn't releasing like the scent of the flesh of animals that are rotting in my gut. And I'm not saying that to be offensive towards meat eaters. That's not my intention. It's my personal opinion. It's not a criticism. And I feel clean. And even when I smell my sweat, it's not repulsive to me. It feels natural. And when I do wear deodorant, I have a mineral stick or an ion stick, and it's like a solid stick, and you dip it in water before you put it on. And I have a powder deodorant, which is really lovely. And I do have a roll-on as well, which is called Harmony, but I can't remember. It's eco-friendly and good for the skin and things like that. I also have noticed a difference with my body hair. Like when I shave my armpits, which I literally cannot remember the last time that was. We're talking years here, guys, and girls, and all those who identify as any other gender. I sweat like less. Like I'm less sweaty and less stinky with hair. I feel cleaner with hair. There's this concept that if we shave our hair off, it's cleaner in some way. I don't understand that concept. My feeling is that the hair grows there, and it's there to protect our body, and our armpits are the gateway to our heart chakra, and our hands are our arms and our hands are the extension of the heart. And to me, it's very natural to have hair there, and hair between my legs as well, and on my legs. And I know it's a personal choice, so I'm not bothered by other people's hairlessness or hairiness. But I have noticed that my body is working more with itself. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna leave it as that for now, and I think we can do some yoga and meditation. Yeah, and maybe go out into nature because it's a beautiful day. It is Tuesday, but I don't know what day of the week it is. I think it's the 30th of May 2018, and the time is 14:01. And we're in Liverpool, UK, on Earth, also known as Gaia.